I don't want to go to heaven. I want to go back home.
You have a new home.
Mom.
Callie.
Shut her up.
You shut up, man.
Shut her up.
Shut up, man, with your ugly...
And Mr. One, we will call you Ruby.
My name is Callie.
I'm so sorry.
My name is Ruby.
No.
What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn, right here at All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. And we definitely gonna chat it up tonight about Ruth and Callie. Like, how in the heck did we get here? Listen, y'all, I was trying to add this thing over here to my IG, but IG is acting funky. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, please, please, please share this out, spread the word as we discuss our final results. Like, what are we gonna do for Callie and Ruth? Because our girl Ruth and Callie, they are in a world of problems right now. Before we dive in, let's see who we got in this chat. Yeah, Callie, we gonna see, bros. We gonna see Callie. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, Karima, what up, Ruthless Addict? Thank you for tapping in, tuning in. I absolutely appreciate it. For those of you that are viewing and not saying anything, I absolutely appreciate you. Your presence is, as always, my present. With that being said, before we continue, I got a couple of birthday, shout outs that I gotta give. Shout out to all my Aries out there, everybody born in the month of April. I know May is coming up soon, but we're gonna keep it ruthless and keep rocking with the Aries gang for right now. Okay. All right, y'all. Before we continue, y'all check out this video.
What's poppin', y'all? I'm Zephaniah Terry. I play the character of Devon on the new series Sex Mogul. You can find it on Tubi.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my. All good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me we'll be on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe?
Listen. Gotta love, without a doubt. Gotta love the Ruthless fam, y'all. Happy birthday to Lenny Thomas as well as Zephaniah Terry. We know Zephaniah portrays William, and then we know Lenny Thomas, who portrays our Daikon. So happy birthday to both of those beautiful human beings. I've had the opportunity to meet both of them, and when I tell you guys that they are two humble souls, They're definitely two humble souls. We definitely are missing Lenny, who has portrayed Daikon for the last 5 seasons. Daikon Anthony. We're definitely missing him. We're definitely missing him, but it's all good. All, as they say, good things at some point must come to an end. And of course, he's out there working on more projects, and I'm just looking forward to both of them, Zephaniah as well as Lenny. Looking forward to more and more and more of what they have coming up. Those IMDb's are definitely loading up with work that Zephaniah is putting in, as well as Lenny Thomas. Now, with that being said, I had a what the helly moment, okay? Because I know you guys just as well as I did was like, what the heck is going on this last episode or this latest episode of Tyler Perry's Ruthless? And this is why I entitled this live tonight, Ruth and Callie. How did we get here, y'all? How did we get here? Well, we know that Ruth snatched up her baby girl, Callie, from her grandparents. Of course, her father was in and out the house. He stays there. Baby girl Callie stays with the parents, but we know that they ended up getting snatched up. Ruth goes and snatches up baby girl Callie and takes her to the Rakadushi compound. It was a very bad choice. It was a very poor choice of decision making on Ruth's behalf. Out of anything in the world, taking her baby girl to the Rakadushi compound should have been the last thing that she should have done. But we do know she made the decision and she did it. So let me go to the comments real quick. What up? Hey there, Nautica Moon. Thank you for tapping in. Absolutely appreciate it. Peace be unto you as well, Guru Augie. Happy birthday, definitely happy birthday to Lenny as well as Zephaniah. Aries game, we in the building. Ja UFC says we got 2 more episodes and season 6 filming starts July 15th. Well, in actuality, Ja UFC, they actually have already filmed season 6. Now, I don't know if that was just part 1 of season 6, but they have filmed it already. If they film part 2 in July, that's cool too. If it actually comes back to us in July, that would be amazing, because it's definitely looking grim right about now for the Ruthless fans. We need more and more Ruthless. You said we got 2 more episodes. I saw a synopsis for 1. If we have 2, again, I'll take what I can get. If we have 2 more episodes, I'll take what I can get. However, I've only seen a description for episode 17. But if they take it to 18, I like even numbers. I love even numbers. So if they take it all the way to episode 18, hey, I'll take that. I'll take what I can get at this point. You know how they do as Ruthless addicts. But with that being said, like I said, we see where Ruth is. They have snatched up her baby girl. Tally was a part of it. Daikon was a part of the snatching, as well as y'all boy Andrew. He was a part of it as well. This is at the very beginning when they were all in on the Raku. For the love of the Raku. Yeah, Andrew said he was there with the FBI, but was he really there for the love of the FBI? With Andrew, we knew that he had his wife. He found out that his wife had an affair with Malcolm, and so he was happy. He was happy to take that, assignment to go on the Rakadushi compound. He ended up falling in love with Tally. We already know later on, Tally ends up unaliving herself at the home of Nancy and Richard. So at the end of the day, it's like a fight right now to get off this whole compound. It's really a fight. Again, we still don't really know the intentions of Andrew. He says he's definitely down with the Raku, but is he really? Again, he's down with the Raku, but then he's down with the FBI. I think he's just there trying to save his own butt to get off the compound without going to jail. And listen, at the end of the day, Andrew, regardless if you were under duress or whatever, you killed one of my favorite agents, which was Brian. Okay, Malcolm was my other one, but you unalived Brian. Okay. So at the end of the day, sir, whatever happens to you, Andrew, it happens. That's all I can say. Once baby girl Callie gets acclimated to being on the Rakadushi compound, she is literally ushered off to go do some type of training. We do know that the kids were supposed to be training to become little, not just little soldiers, but they were first supposed to be trained to be mules, to be drug mules. They were supposed to be taking some stuff over into the other side of Mexico for the cartel. But some things happened. And then we see where Ruth sees her baby girl on this bus out of nowhere, just out the blue. She just like, because Ruth is trying to escape. At this point, Ruth was trying to take the money and go find that hotel where the kids were supposed to be. But Obadiah ends up pulling up on the compound the same time that all of the craziness is going on. And she ends up seeing her baby girl Callie. At that point, she had no choice but to go back to the Rakadushi compound, because basically that's where the kids were headed in that bus. They were headed back to the Rakadushi compound. Yes, all Brian. Okay, let's go to the comments real quick. Let's see. They updated the synopsis for 18 episodes on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, cool. And yes, just like Nautica Moon, yes, she loved not even numbers as well. Cosmic Kai Kai, yes, Brian, yes, I miss Brian too, y'all. I'm just saying, yeah, I had my favorites. But y'all, let me know, of course, comment, continue to comment. Let me know your thoughts on this latest episode. We see where baby girl Callie has become a super soldier. The Obadiah, she's one of those top soldiers or child soldiers that the Obadiah allows her to say that we're in a place of peace, or whatever her little speech was. She was able to, that showed me that she was like a top soldier, a fast learner. But now we got to dive into some of these comments, y'all. Y'all Ruthless addicts, y'all Ruthless fam, y'all Ruthless fans are crazy. Y'all hilarious to me. I love the comments, but I definitely had to make sure you guys were a part of this conversation tonight. Deidre McKnight said, "Now this was definitely a good episode. What are y'all thoughts on a rating of let's see, we don't have purple robes, but on a rate of 1 to 5, rating of 1 to 5, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of episode 16? Please drop it in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts were on episode 16. Rated 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, of course. No pun intended. So next comment comes from Starlet. And it reads, the highest has always spared Andrew's life. I wonder what's about to happen now. The highest ain't gonna get to off him because it's been a discrepancy with the 2 traitors that escaped. Now they're gonna need Andrew's help. Daikon ain't worth a candy wrapper. Listen, you're Starlet, girl. You hitting the nail on the head with the hammer. The highest is definitely going to be distracted. So who's going to go and unalive Andrew? Who's going to go? Is he going to send River Daikon to go unalive Andrew? Is the highest going to do it himself? He never specified who was going to actually go and unalive whoever lost that fight, right? So also, not only is the 2 deserters which have deserted again, and the highest is gonna be big mad. Who's he gonna blame for them escaping? Because now they got to figure, not only do they have 2 traitors, but they also have somebody else who helped those 2 traitors, which was Eli, escape from out of the trailer, out of the punishment trailer. So maybe he won't have time to, help to unalive, and maybe because Daikon is trying to escape, he may go and reach out to Andrew for some help. This is definitely going to be interesting. Yes, poor Callie is definitely so brainwashed, Trina Boo. Karima, definitely a 5. Cosmic Kai, definitely a 5. Um, Trina Boo out 5. I was biting my nails the whole time. Yes, y'all, 5 for me. 5 for me. I was definitely on the edge of my seat. I was like, or literally about to fall off the edge of my bed, trying to scream at Ruth and like, girl, what are you doing? Yes, there was quite a few of those moments. Bronze gave it a 5 as well. And yeah, Tavia, she did just disappear. We haven't seen Tavia since Tally escaped. I don't know if they did something to Tavia when Tally escaped, or if she's just blended in with those alleged 90 plus children that are on the compound. But we haven't seen her in a while. We haven't heard her mention. We haven't heard Ruth mention Tavia in a while either. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to keep watching. Daikon River Daikon ain't worth the candy yet because he's too busy trying to get off the compound. He is not trying to drink the Kool-Aid. That's why River is trying to get off the compound. So between him, Zane as well as Joan, they are trying to get out that back gate and get off that compound. But do y'all think that River, there's a possibility that River might actually help? Do y'all think that River might actually help? Help at least if he don't help, Andrew, help Ruth? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's see. Why Paula didn't send help? Remember Paula? Oh yes, we definitely remember Paula. Paula was like, bump that compound. I hate that they didn't complete. I hate that they didn't complete the story of Paula. I hate that they didn't tell us. Maybe she was the one that went to the news reporter. Maybe she was the one that went to the FBI. But, they just, it's like those characters that just go upstairs and never come back. We never see them again. And that's basically what they did to Paula. She got in the car and she kept riding. We don't know if she passed out, if she got caught, if she is in jail, if she's in the hospital in a coma. We have no idea. I wish at the end, even if it's at the end of season 6, that they will actually bring us something to close out the character of Paula. And yeah, definitely, Paula, she must have lost blood on the way. She must have lost something happened. Something happened to Paula. And I just wish that they would just wrap up the character of Paula for sure. Wrap it up. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, just wrap it up. Margot Espino says the Raku must be trying to make extra money from the compound, out here selling exercise equipment for when you need to get your legs ready to jump the fence. And Margot Espino said that she found this at her Goodwill. I'm gonna show y'all. There's actually a piece of exercise equipment called the Raku. And you know me, y'all know me. Y'all post stuff in Facebook groups and everywhere else. I'm gonna go Google it and look it up. So this is the easy to carry Raku Stepper. It helps get away from varicose veins, get sexy and healthy legs. And y'all, I thought this was some foolishness, but I actually Googled it, and it's actually something called a stepper, a Raku Stepper. So I thought that was hilarious. So shout out to let me get back to her name. Shout out to Margot for finding us the Raku Stepper. I could use that Raku Stepper. I sit down a lot, so I could actually use that. That would help me and keep me from having to go walk as much. my laziness. But yes, indeed, the Raku Stepper, y'all. Let's see. Penny White says, well, Ruth, how are you going to weasel your way out of this mess? And I hope they don't. Boom, kaboom, you're a child. And it ain't looking good. It is not looking good. It is not looking good for baby girl Callie. Let's see. Another Paula statement. Paula said, Nix, y'all, I'm out. But I feel bad that she didn't go back to Lacey because Lacey went through so much. Yeah, she went back. She did not go back for Lacey. Lacey literally sacrificed herself for her friends by going back, by allowing herself to get caught, and go back to the Rakadushi compound. Um, so I hate it. I really, really hate it. I really, really hate that both of them are gone. They're free. That's all I can say at this point, that they are free. Yeah, we got to figure out how Ruth is gonna weasel her way out of this whole mess. She is in a big mess. Oh my goodness, when I tell y'all, Ruth is in a big mess because she is now in that punishment trailer with Andrew. So, girl, I'm just like, Ruth, what were you thinking when you decided that it was going to be okay for you to go into the children's trailer and you in there hugging baby girl Callie instead of paying attention to your surroundings? If y'all was yelling, Ruth, get your tail out that trailer, put a 1 in the chat, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat. I hope I wasn't the only person yelling at Ruth. I hope I wasn't yelling at Ruth by myself. But if you were yelling at Ruth to get your tail out that trailer, y'all put a 1 in the chat for me. Or if you had anything to say to Ruth about being in that trailer, put your comment in the comments. Let's see. Yeah, really. This was anonymous. I saw the name, but I'm gonna keep it anonymous because they wanted it to be anonymous posting. Y'all think they gonna unalive Ruby Callie for real? And the way Ruth was getting slapped around the compound, Ruth and Andrew better come up with something. Yeah, they definitely cool. Yes, see, Karima, yes, Trina Boo was 1111111. Bronze, yes. See, I'm glad I wasn't by myself with it. But yeah. As far as, did I show yours, Karima? There we go. All right. Let's see, girl, he coming. That part, yes, girl, and then the other part on the other side of that, y'all. She didn't even hear. She was so into that conversation with her daughter. She did not even hear the door open. I'm just like, you need to get that ear checked. You've been slapped on that side too much that you couldn't hear that wide, creaky, raggedy door open up. So yes. Hey, P. Brunson, thank you for tapping in. We got some more ones. Cosmic Kai. What up, Rose Martin? Got some ones. Okay. Let's see. Nautical Moon says, I think Ruth and Andrew are going to band together. They could do a lot together. He's FBI and she's very street smart. I hope so. And now you're right. They are. She's very street smart and he's thrifty. He can be useful. He's definitely still FBI. So there's plenty of things that he could definitely do to, save himself. If he got to fight his way out of it. If he goes up against Obadiah, though, yeah, Obadiah, I don't know. I can't swing it with Obadiah. I want somebody to beat the brakes off of Obadiah, though, because the way that he was laying hands on Ruth was just unnecessary, was out of control. Whew, I had to catch a breath on that one, y'all. Let's see. Okay, so y'all think, let me see. Let me make sure I covered everything. And yeah, do we think they're gonna actually kaboom baby girl Callie for real? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be if she's going to be used as a distraction and they kaboom something else, or are they gonna really kaboom Callie? Because in the trailer, there's a moment where Ruth is like crying like uncontrollably. So I'm thinking that they may take that baby to the king, y'all. I hate to say it, but they may take that baby to the king. And that would be crazy because we've never seen them unalive children on Ruthless. We've always seen the adults get the punishment, but never any kind of punishment for the children. Karima says, I said before, why did Callie say mommy? But I think she said my name Ruby. because she said Obadiah, because she saw Obadiah come in. I thought that as well. I thought that Callie was like coming back to reality, like really, really recognizing her mom, really, really recognizing Ruth. But then as soon as Obadiah walked in, she was like, let me get back up straight. I'm programmed. Let me get back to calling him Obadiah. So I agree with you. I agree with you, Karima. I do. I really do agree with you. P. Bronson says, I thought it was good. This was a good episode, except Ruth is going to give advice to River when she should have taken her own advice and kicked him somewhere. Obadiah. Correct. She definitely should have kicked Obadiah. And girl, where was your sharp tool to poke him with? Like, you normally are carrying, you could have been carrying something. Why would you go in there empty-handed, Ruth? I just don't understand why Ruth would go in there empty-handed, y'all. I know I'm tripping, but not really. I don't understand why Ruth would go in there empty-handed. I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? Do you guys think that Ruth, she shouldn't have given River that advice so Andrew could win? So that if he is the number 2, basically he could do the same thing that River was trying to do, which was guard everybody at the gates. Or not just guard the gates, but have a perimeter set to where there's an escape route, especially with him acknowledging that he's FBI. Do y'all think she should have trusted Andrew, or did she make the right decision in trusting River? That's my question. All right. Let's see. Karima says, yeah, but the Hyatts laid hands on Ruth also, even though, yeah, the Hyatts don't care, because when you say you want to leave him, that's it. He's lost any kind of trust. And it is not that you want to leave the compound. It's that he's thinking that you want to abandon him. The way that his birth mother did him, you know, she would leave him from time to time. And she would give him away to men, like in a way that was abandonment. So anybody who he says that he loves and they abandon him, he destroys them. You see what he said? He took out Daikon, Anthony. He said he's the one that did it. He stopped loving him. He stopped caring for him. He stopped respecting him. He took out the person that he loved, or the one true person that was really the only person on his side in actuality. But it's been a long time since we've actually seen the Hyatts actually put hands on Ruth. I was shocked that they even gave us that moment, for real. I think they are as the punishment to Ruth. I hope not. Gotcha, Trina Boom. I think she started to think she was untouchable because of being pregnant. She definitely thought that she was untouchable, because she kept saying, I have the Hyatts' baby. You saw what he did to Daikon. Why would you think that you're untouchable? And Obadiah, had Ruth not been pregnant, he claims he would have hit her more. But dang, you smacked her across the face at least 5 times, if not more. But for the Hyatts, yeah, and then the Hyatts, it's like he didn't even care. He stopped her. I don't know if he stopped her in her stomach, but it looked like she was grabbing for her leg. So she got stomped by the Hyatts. Whew, this episode shocked me. Episode 16, you guys, shocked me. Let's see. P. Brunson, I hope the birth mother comes back to the Hyatts and tells him, I knew you was not going to be a good father, and then he gives Ruth a break. That would be good. But do you really think, and not opposing what you're saying, but do you think the birth mother will actually come back and say something positive to the Hyatts? Like, she's the worst mother that they could ever create for someone. She's the worst mother. So would she actually be able to say something positive for the Hyatts, or something positive to the Hyatts to help him spare Ruth? But that would be good, because she gonna need all the prayers and witchcraft and hoodoo, voodoo, and everything else that she can in order to save herself right now. Because Ruth, girl, how did we get here? River is going to, this is from Deontay, River is going to escape by himself. His low down, dirty tail self. Do y'all think River's gonna escape alone, or is he gonna have a crew? Is it gonna be River, Joan, as well as Zane, or is it just gonna be River? Because also another moment we saw in the trailer where River has his black outfit on and he has on a backpack. So did he get some money? But either way, he's hauling tail off of that compound. He's definitely hauling tail off of the compound, y'all. He said he don't have to go home, but he got to get the heck up out of there. Let's see. Tyrone seems to be getting his medication. He hasn't been seeing the excuse me, y'all. He hasn't been seeing the biological mother and is getting upset. Where and who have been getting his medication? What are your thoughts? Zane said, I'm leaving with or without y'all. And Zane is not playing. Zane is for real, for real. Like, she has definitely had more than enough. She, she shouldn't, just like she and Joan said, we never should have came back. But we ended up coming back. So, I'm sorry, Ruth, but, bump them kids. I know you don't want to go anywhere without your daughter, but baby, it's a little bit too late for that. We out of here. Zane is not playing. She's definitely gone. As far as Tyrone's medication, I don't think he's actually getting medication because Obadiah threw his medicine in the porta potty. So if it's the food that Elder Mother Marva has been cooking that has some natural ingredients to help calm him down, that's the only medication that I could see that he's actually been getting. Because I don't see her, I haven't seen, they haven't given us a sign that he's getting more medicine. And maybe that beating that he gave to River calmed him down a little bit. Because that was his normal process. Beat somebody down 9 times out of 10, it would be River. So maybe that's what calmed him down, Ramonia. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to keep watching in that aspect. And then they never did get off the compound to get that plant that Elder Mother was trying to get. So unless they sent somebody else out there to get that plant. No, she was picking at him like, you are a bad father. That's what I meant. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Remember she said you can't take the child to the back. Exactly. You right, P. Bronson. Yeah, like what kind of mother? She's definitely going to come. I think she will. She may come back and taunt the highest. Because in actuality, what kind of father would he be anyway? Like you in darkness, you're living in darkness. It's completely, there's nothing you can do with the child. Just like you mentioned, Pete Bronson, you can't take the child to a baseball game. Can't take the child to be a part of Little League. You can't take the child to amusement parks. There's nothing you can teach a child. So she's definitely she'll probably be back. I can't say for sure. But she may be back to taunt the highest some more, which is gonna make him even more upset. And then we also have the news, Mariah, who's taunting him, calling him evil, and dark, and so that's making him upset just as well. So I just don't want to see him go. I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen between Ruth as well as Andrew when it comes to the highest. But I think Andrew could take him. Regardless of his size, I think Andrew could take him. As long as he don't come in there swinging a sword, he should be good. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be a long one, y'all. Ariel says, pray for me, y'all. I'm struggling. I miss Daikon. And no, I'm not talking about Puddle, Anthony, the real one, and only Daikon. He was such a huge part of the show, and honestly, what I am coming to realize, my favorite character. Luckily, I love the show so much, I never stopped watching. But this has been tough for me, and I really needed to get that out. Well, I absolutely understand. I totally understand, Ariel. If y'all miss Daikon, put a 5 in the chat. The real Daikon, the Anthony. And while y'all putting those 5s in the chat, I'm going to play this birthday video one more time, and then I'll be right back. Because we had 2 birthdays from the Ruthless fam, And if you missed it in the beginning, I'm going to give it to you one more time before we kind of wind down.
What's poppin', y'all? I'm Zephaniah Terry. I play the character of Devon on the new series Sex Mogul. You can find it on Tubi.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my, all good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe?
Listen, yes, I miss Daikon. I miss him. I miss Lenny. I miss Daikon. I am a ruthless addict for life. Yes, yes, yes. But it's all things Daikon for me. Y'all share. Please share the live. I absolutely appreciate it because we're gonna keep talking. We're definitely gonna keep talking. I'm just spreading the word real quick to some others to come join the conversation as we discuss Ruth and where we're going from here, girl. What can we do? How did we get here? Y'all? I'm coming back to check the chat real quick. I'm coming back to check the chat. But listen, y'all. I miss Daikon so much because it's so much more chaos going on that compound. And he normally would have this stuff regulated. He would definitely have the situation in check. Even though they, took him through the shenanigans, the stuff that's going on right now, it would have been avoided. It wouldn't have been as bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, comments. Because they never got that flower or plant out of the wood. Exactly. 5555. Anthony, the real Daikon. That part. Brun says 5 for Daikon with the tears, baby. I'm crying with you. 5. I miss Daikon, but I also miss Lacey. I miss Tally. I think that was the main crew. And Oliver, I felt bad for Lacey. Yeah, they took Lacey through it all. They did everything you could think of. Lacey, she literally went through it. Girl been stabbed. She been popped. She has been beaten. She has been essayed. Like she has literally gone through it all. Let's see. 5, the real and only Daikon, for sure. Let's see. Pete Brunson says, I don't know if you guys talked about it, but what do you think George and Lewis will be able to do? Both are handicapped. Hold tight. We're going to come back to them. Hold 1 second. We're going to definitely get back to them. Let's see. Because we got some more comments about George. Hopefully they left by now and the FBI helps. No way George got too far. Listen, George as well as Lewis, they had already had the conversation. Lewis said that George was going to be his eyes and Lewis was going to be his legs. So listen, hopefully because at this point, how long has it been since they actually escaped? And then how long has it been since, who did the highest even send to go, look for the two of them? He said that he was going to go send River, but then he had River to go because he wanted to show River something else. Then he told Obadiah, go get the little girl because I got something else for you to do. So who did they send to go and look for George? So George and Lewis. So they got a little running time. I don't know how far. Hopefully they will get out far enough to where the FBI will see them and be able to help them. I hope. That's all we can do is hope, y'all. The same way that George was in that trailer praying that they get an angel. God send me an angel. I'm hoping that angel is successful in helping them get off of that compound, out the gate and far away enough to where they can be saved and not popped off in the woods. Like Vacay say, Jay say, Lacey was definitely a real G. She was the realest. She went through the most. Between her, she had the most punishments, but Tally spent a lot of time in the punishment trailers as well. So between her and Tally, those two, they really endured a lot. But also Ruth kind of endured a lot, being essayed by 7 men, then having to kind of give herself to Daikon, then have to give herself to the highest. Like, whew, it was a lot. Who y'all think gonna get free? Who do y'all think are gonna get free at the end of episode or season 6? He said, let Daikon handle it. And Daikon too busy trying to get away, so maybe that'll be helpful. Lacey was definitely a real G, P. Bronson. For sure. All right, let's see. Shamika says, there's got to be a plot twist. I wonder why Tai didn't go off when the agent asked, is this River? Well, I think, just my thinking, the highest knew that River had been answering the phone from the FBI because he told them the FBI had been calling. Now, he never did say, I finally answered a time or two. But then that one time when the highest, he had to have, in a way, answered the phone to let the highest know that the FBI wanted to talk to him. So maybe, if that makes sense, maybe that's why the highest didn't go off on that at that time. Because he knew River had communicated, with the FBI, because how else would he be able to tell the highest that the FBI want to talk to you? Like, who else would he know was on the other end of the phone? Just my thinking. Let's see. Ruth popping up in the children trailer alone is like trying to rob a bank with no getaway driver. What the hell of glory were you thinking, girl? Yes, D. What was she thinking? What was she thinking, y'all? I don't know. Poor Ruth, y'all. Poor Ruth. I don't know what she was thinking. I know she wanted her child, but girl, there's no back door to that trailer that you can actually go out of. So what was your plan, Ruth? Like, what really was your plan? So Bron says they're all gonna escape together without Ruth and Andrew. And they should, because at this point, waiting on Ruth and Andrew, your survival rate is at a 0. Wait for Ruth and Andrew. Your survival rate is at a 0 at this point. We'll see. We're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see. Let's see. Why Obadiah strapped that kaboom to Callie? Because he's the devil. He's the devil. That's why he strapped it to her. He's the damn devil. And the highest agreed to it, which is even more aggravated to me. The highest agreed to it. Yep, the highest agreed to it. Let's see. I know I have that. I got that picture here somewhere. But any other thoughts, y'all? Any other thoughts about what we are seeing, what we're experiencing on the Raku compound? Is Callie gonna make it? Is Ruth gonna have a nervous breakdown? If Callie doesn't make it, I don't know, y'all. This is not looking good. And do y'all think they're gonna do it on episode 16? I think that, or episode 17. I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a boom on episode 17. I don't know if it's gonna actually be Ruth that that if it's gonna be Callie that's gonna get the kaboom, or if they're gonna be use that bomb, that C4, I should say, is gonna be used as a distraction. I cannot believe Ruth got caught. She got caught slipping. That's literally what happened, River Mandela. She got caught slipping. The highest told him to go get Callie, so he had some sort of plan. So yeah, so the highest told Obadiah to go get Callie. That's how he ended up catching Ruth. That's how he ended up catching Ruth. Or are you talking about after he found Ruth in the punishment trailer or in the trailer with the children or with Callie, and then he told Obadiah to go get Callie? Are you referring to that moment or the time? Probably that moment where the highest told him to go get he told Obadiah. I'm confused, but let me know specifically what time you're referring to so I can kind of replay in my brain. But either way, y'all, the shenanigans are all crazy. Let's see. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Because we really just trying to figure out how did Ruth get here. Listen, who y'all blaming for Callie being on the compound? I've heard it many different ways. I've heard people blame Ruth solely. I've heard people blame Nancy. I blame Nancy for letting Ruth in the house when Barry told her not to let her in the house. So who are y'all blaming? Shout out to Glendoria Austin for the 5. Definitely the episode. Definitely, is that what you're referring to? The episode was a 5. I'm here for it. The 5 if you miss Daikon. The 5 if you all of the above. All of the above. Any let's see. Trying to see. Let's see. I know I got some more. I have more images. Y'all just hold tight. I'm gonna add some more slides on here. Excuse me. But it was just so much. There was just so much going on this whole compound situation. And let's see, episode 16. Yeah, I got some more slides. Because we could talk, because y'all know I could talk about Ruthless all day, all night. Let's see, bring it up. All right, comments. Okay, got you, Cosmic Kakai. He told O to go get Callie first. That's why he went to the trailer, right? I think the plan was to boom because I think the FBI asked them to send out the children. You're right. I got you now. I agree. Because he had to show, he said he was going to do the unthinkable. And that was one of the unthinkables. He said 2 things. He said the unthinkable or the crossover. And so the crossover consists of them drinking the Kool-Aid. So yeah, I got you now. I got you. And that's another thing, y'all. Are y'all looking forward to some people crossing over? Because the highest definitely got Elder Mother. Between Obadiah and the highest, they got Elder Mother making the Kool-Aid. And everybody is getting ready. We're also going to see a moment where the highest has on this army fatigue. And he's going to be hosting, telling everybody to drink the blood. Listen, I don't even know. Is this going to be the last season of Ruthless? We do, River Mandela, we do have at least season 6 coming up. They've already filmed season 6. I don't know if they filmed only the first half and that was it, or if they filmed the first half and are going to come back and film the second half of season 6. I hope they give us at least a full 18 to 20 episodes for season 6. They took a break, for season 5, they had to take a break because a lot of this filming was done during the pandemic, not the pandemic, but the writer's strike. So when they had that writer's strike, they kind of had to slow down and basically stop. All the writers had to kind of stop, unless you were, like Tyler Perry or Mark Swinton. Like they had the choice to write whether they wanted to or not. So we'll see how many more episodes they'll give us, and definitely I think season 6 may be the end because they taking out. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that season 6 is gonna be the last season? Because they're literally taking out a lot of the primary characters. I believe almost everybody from season 1 and season 1B are actually gone, with the exception of Ruth, the highest. Let's see, and Zane, because Zane came in like season 1B, River came in season 1B, but everybody else, and Andrew been there since season 1, it's getting messy. I hope they don't pull a have and have-nots where they just unalive everybody. I hope not. Let's see. It was definitely Ruth's fault, but at the time she probably was brainwashed, right? And she didn't see the light until she had to go through the coronation. And Tally kept telling her, girl, they're gonna do all this stuff to you. You need to get your daughter off this compound. But she didn't listen because she was brainwashed, just like you said, Karima. I'll be happy when Obadiah gets what's coming to him, period. I hope that Ruth can find something to poke Obadiah in the jugular and let him bleed out, or the cartel come looking for Obadiah because he and Highest owe the cartel money. I hope that's how they take him out, Ebony Williams. I know that sounds cruel, but I don't think it's cruel. They need to take, one way or another, they need to take him out. Nancy should have listened to Barry, definitely. I got you. I knew what you meant, Cosmic. She definitely should have listened. No worries. Let's see. We'll go back to this one. Of course, there would be many unalivements. Yep, too many unalivements. Elder Mother so anxious to meet the Raku, she should go on and drink the Kool-Aid since she wants to go so bad, but I would miss her also. I would miss her too, but I would not miss her drinking the Kool-Aid. And what if she just drink the Kool-Aid and then it don't work? And she thinks she pretend, or she started acting out like she really, really dying, but in actuality, the Kool-Aid has nothing but salt in. Just my thinking, because they did get rid of the cyanide, but how they got more cyanide, I'm not sure. Because we never saw them go get more. Ruth asked for salt. Let's see. Next comment. Who do you think will have a spinoff show from Ruthless, or would there be a spinoff show of River Mandela? They should have a spinoff show. They could. Even if they don't do like a complete spinoff, I would like for them to give us a storyline, a backstory on a lot of the characters. Like, give us a backstory to Daikon. Give us a backstory to Zane and Lacey and Paula. Like, give us a backstory to River. Joan. River has an interesting, to me, his storyline is interesting. He was allegedly a college student. We don't know if he was really being an attorney. We know he was definitely a scammer, but I would just like to revisit some of their backstories. As far as actually having a spinoff, well, let's see how would they do it. Which character would you want to see them do a spinoff from? I would like to see Ruth, see how her character, what happens to her character after she leaves the Rakadushi compound. I could see them putting Andrew, Ruth, Joan, and who else? Shoot, maybe even, I keep saying Zane, but it's got to be somebody that's about to go to jail. Because they could do like a whole courthouse storyline. And even the Highest, we want to see the Highest go to prison. So let's do the court story. I don't know, y'all, but I would watch it. I would definitely watch it. Paula really got out of there and didn't look back at all, Ebony Williams. At all. She said, bump this compound. I don't know. I feel like Paula is the one that told Mariah, the news reporter, about what was going on in the compound. I feel like that came from Paula. I feel like the arrival of Agent either Millard or not even Millard, but Agent Duncan. I think that is connected to Nancy and Richard. Because he was like, what y'all doing? Y'all should have done shut this down a long time ago. And then all of a sudden, out of all of the kids that they asked for, Millard ends up asking for Callie. So yeah, I want to see. I want to see who they will actually pick. Yes, that's true. Glitch show saying he remember Obadiah. Exactly. And that's why Obadiah was like bobbing and weaving, like, nah, you don't know me. I don't know your mama them. I don't know your uncle them. I don't know none y'all. We don't know none of y'all. Oh man. Or would there be a spinoff show? I don't know. Sometimes when Tyler Perry ends stuff, he just ended, just like he did Too Close to Home, if y'all can remember that. Because if you remember, Robert Craighead, aka Sheriff Curley, was in Too Close to Home. Brad Benedict was in Too Close to Home. That's Kyle from The Oval. Oh girl from Beauty and Black, Crystal Stewart. She was in Too Close to Home. So I don't know. They could just end it, and then, which would be unfair to the fans who actually love the show. But we'll see. The highest was kicking Ruth like she was a man on the street, not even thinking about a possible miscarriage. Not at all. Once you betray him, once you betray the highest, that's it. He has no more love for you. And that's just what it is. He has no more love for you. Once you betray him, once you show him that he can't trust you, it's over with. And that's why he did her the way that he did her. That's why he did Ruth the way that he did her. She locked up. Choked her up. She said, I'm sorry, girl. That sorry ain't gonna help you right now. You might want to call Jesus. Right. A storyline would be great. Sounds great. Okay. Put some of them on the Oval. Yeah, they could bring some more of them back to the Oval. They could definitely bring some more of them back to the Oval. So far on the Oval, we've seen Daikon, we've seen Manny, we've seen the highest. We've seen Ruth, of course. You know, another storyline they need to answer. Where the heck is Cynthia, Malcolm's wife? Is she going to have to go and identify the body of her cousin and her husband? They could bring her back, because we sure enough forgot about Cynthia. I know Cynthia and Malcolm were going through their marital issues, but they could bring her back just to go identify her body. Let's see. I personally would like to see how their lives unfold after life in the occult. Me too, River Mandela. Me too. I would too. Definitely. Mother Marva should have a spinoff. I would watch. I would definitely watch. I hope, because Lacey sacrificed a lot for Paula. Yep, she sure did. Justice for Lacey, yes, definitely. Oh no, the highest, I believe, will be taken out. I won't be mad at it. Let him drink the Kool-Aid, or let Ruth be the one that take him out, especially if he does what I think he's going to do to her daughter. They could do Ruthless, the beginning, agreed, Nautical Moon. Then maybe we could see the origin of Daikon again. Absolutely. I will watch that. Drank herself to death. Yep. Ruth, hey, Sandra Douglas, thank you for tapping in. Ruth has betrayed the highest, and he knows it. She's really in a big mess now. Yep. All I can say is, what is she gonna do? Ruth, girl, you got problems, baby. You got problems. And this is the problem that we see right here. This is the biggest problem. Let me get back to that image. Other than her being locked up, and girl, you got yourself caught, and now you can't even help your baby. You don't even know that your baby is out here looking like this. She out in these streets, literally laced with C4. So Ruth, what are you gonna do? Cynthia drank herself to. I hope not. I like Cynthia. She always had her little wine glass, but I don't want her to drink herself to unalignment. I want her to have to go and witness and verify her cousin, or what do you call it? Say, yeah, that's my cousin, and yeah, that's my husband. Laid on this cold table. Hate to say it, but it's lights out for Callie. I feel like it is. I agree. I think we all are. Because of what they've given us. It looks that way. It looks that way. So Richard and Nancy, they already going through it. Nancy in jail at this point. So Richard he just gonna be no good whatsoever. He already done unalived his daddy, set Nancy up to go to prison, and now this baby girl gonna be unalived. He gonna lose his mind. Richard ain't gonna be able to work for the White House no more. Tally should have stayed on Ruth's side and listened to her, in my opinion. It's your opinion is valid. Tally should have, she definitely should have stayed there to work with Ruth. Why she ended up at Nancy and Richard's home, maybe she felt like that was a safe space, but then she just snapped because she thought she was gonna get caught. But she got off the compound. She got off the compound, but what was the point if you're gonna just unalive yourself? So I don't know which would have been worse. She had been beat enough, stumped enough. Andrew didn't trust her anymore. She lied to Andrew. About I don't know if she was really pregnant, because when he stuck his hand under her dress, she had blood under there. So I don't know what would have been the right choice. The right choice would have been not tricking and going on that darn compound. But yeah, I get it. I understand your opinion. I get that. River and Joan will be free in the end, I think. They definitely going, and maybe Zane. I want Zane to get off of there too. But that's good too, P. Brunson. I definitely want Zane to get off of there though. Because she definitely, especially with dealing with Manny and all the crap Manny put her through, and then to find out that she had been a part of the girls at Lilo had took off the compound to get essayed as well. Is Paula the one that put herself on fire? No, that was Lacey. That was Lacey that set herself on fire. Paula was the one way back in the beginning. I think someone mentioned in the comments, but Paula was the one that drank the bleach. Then she tried to escape. Her and Lacey escaped. They went to the couple's home, the old couple's home, where Paula got popped, but Lacey sacrificed herself. Basically, she stepped out as Paula hid in the bedroom. She stepped out into the living room so Daikon could take her back to the compound. And when they took her back to the compound, that's when Paula got into the couple's truck, and then she got off in the truck and rode off, and we ain't seen her since. Yeah. Callie is going back to a broken home if she is safe. She ain't, listen, Cosmic. Yeah, the home is broken. There's no home really for her to go to. It's just crazy. It is just crazy. Ruthless is crazy. The Oval is crazy. I hate it. I really hate it for everything that poor Callie is going through. I hate that Ruth brought her child to this compound, and now this is where we are. I'm trying to see if we have some more other moments to kind of cover, but we generally, yeah, you're welcome. No problem at all. That's what I'm here for. Yep. She said, I'm Callie. No, she said, my name is, let me play this video real quick, y'all. I had an intro video for people who came in a little bit later. I'm gonna play this little intro video, and let's just watch the evolution of Callie, and I'll be right back.
I don't want to go to heaven. I want to go back home.
You have a new home.
Mom.
Callie.
Shut her up.
You shut up, man.
Shut her up.
Shut up, man, with your ugly...
And this little one, we will call you Ruby.
My name is Callie.
I'm so sorry.
My name is Ruby.
No.
Yeah, y'all. Her name is Ruby now. She ain't Callie no more. Sandra Douglas, she needs that blade right now. I was hoping that she would have poked Obadiah when after he slapped her and choked her up. I was hoping she would have pulled that little blade out and poked him. I was like, where's your equipment? That's what I'm saying. Why would you go in there empty-handed, not knowing what was going to be on the receiving line? And with you going in there, what was your purpose, Ruth? Like, where were you going to hide her? It's still daylight. How were you going to hide her? And then you had to convince her that you're her mother. This girl is brainwashed. So, yeah. I was wondering the same thing. Where was the blicky? Where was the knife? Where was the switch? But listen, y'all, listen. Anybody, if y'all have any more comments, drop them in the comments. Drop it in chat right now. We pretty much covered, the situation between Ruth and Callie. We know how Ruth and Callie got to where they are. I hate it for them. I really, really do. We know that Lewis and George have escaped with Eli. We don't know how far they have gotten, but we do know they have escaped. We know that Agent Millard is asking the highest to trade, saying that he will give some of the people on the outside for some of the children, if not some of the children, at least baby girl Callie, because she has been reported as being kidnapped, which was dumb, which was so dumb. You asked for a child specifically, and that's the child that they're going to send to you wrapped in C4. They're going to send that child to you wrapped in C4. The highest is, we expect the highest to be crazy. We think, or we assume that these three are going, or these four are going to actually work together until Ruth ends up getting herself caught and sent to the punishment trailer. Will Andrew be saved? Will Andrew make it? What do y'all think? Quick question. What do y'all think about, I knew it was going to be a setup, but this old physical altercation between River as well as Andrew. What did y'all think about that? Because, Andrew, the FBI said for Andrew not to win, but I felt like it would have been a better decision for Andrew to win so that he could become the number two. And becoming the number two, he would have more access to get people off the compound. All he's thinking is, they're going to make me unalive people. I think he thought about it the wrong way, and that was a mistake on his behalf. Now he's sitting in the punishment trailer naked with nothing but boots and his black drawers on, his black boxer briefs, and it's no winning for him. No winning. I don't know, y'all, but I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. Definitely looking forward to it. I hate for Ruthless to come to an end. I think it was, who said it? P. Brunson? Well, someone mentioned in the chat that we may have 2 more episodes, which means it will take the season 5 to episode 18. I'm here for that. I'll sit around and wait for it. And then the way Ruthless be acting up, they may make that episode that we just saw the last episode. Because BET Plus and Tyler Perry Studios, they foolish like that. These two, I forgot about Manny and Peter. They've been sent to the punishment trailer by River, as they should, for talking trash about him. Callie want to know what's it like to cross over, and I had to write this one down because Obadiah, he said that there will be horns blowing, magic, or music. There will be horns blowing. There will be music. There will be dancing. It will be a feast of all the food that you can eat. And then he said that you will become a king or a queen. And Callie asked, would I get a maid? I guess Callie is tired of cleaning up. But he said, yes, you will get a maid, which was the first time we ever heard like the children actually talk and actually have a conversation. So, because I just thought it was all commands, left, right, when it came to dealing with Obadiah. Let's see. But that's pretty much it, y'all. That was pretty much all that I wanted to come through and speak with you guys, check with you guys about. Again, looking forward to the next episode of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, whether it's the end or whether it's the end, the prequel to the end. Either way, I'm definitely here for it all. With that being said, I just want to thank everyone for coming through, tapping in, tuning in. Let's see. Hello, new subby dropping down. I'm catching up now, and my favorite show is Ruthless. Thank you, Lily Rose, for subscribing. I absolutely appreciate that. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you come back and just join the conversation. We will have on Wednesday, I'll be doing the Ruthless Roundtable with VKJ TV. And on Thursday, I'll do a Ruthless conversation with EJ, the TV junkie. Make sure you go and check out the season 5 playlist for Tyler Perry's Ruthless on my channel, All Things Ruthless. And then add those comments. I love to hear your thoughts on, how you're feeling about certain things that have happened on season 5 so far on Tyler Perry's Ruthless. But thank you again for tapping in. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you guys for engaging tonight. This has been all things amazing, all things fun. Y'all know I love to talk, and it's good to have somebody to talk with. So I definitely appreciate that. But before we go, let me go back and shout out the chat. Because y'all came through with these comments, y'all. Y'all came through. I was super excited that I didn't have to talk about this thing by myself, y'all. So thank y'all. So shout out to Bronze. Shout out to Karima. Shout out to Guru. Shout out to Nautical Moon. Shout out to Ja UFC. Shout out to Cosmic Kai, Trina Boo, as well as... I'm getting there. There's so many. Penny Proud, thank you for tapping in. Rose Martin, thank you for tapping in. I think I said Nautical Moon, but if I didn't, shout out to Nautical Moon. I do appreciate you guys. Karima, thank you for tapping in. Karima is one of my members to the channel. Karima, you've been rocking with me for a while, and if you can, we get the opportunity, please send me your mailing address at my email, ruthlessfansfb@gmail.com. ruthlessfansfb@gmail.com. I have a gift that I would like to send to you for being a member of the Ruthless Addicts. I would definitely appreciate it. Let me put my email in the chat real quick, so that way you can reach out to me and you can see the email address. I don't know why I should have had this preset, but I, change it up from time to time. So, but either way, I do appreciate you for tapping in, tuning in with Ruthless Fans FB @gmail.com. And y'all, if y'all have time, feel free to become a member, I try to give exclusive content to the members first, and then I give I give information, or then I give content to everyone else. It's just a little perk of becoming a member. I do appreciate it. River Mandela, thank you for tapping in. Who else did I miss? Sandra Douglas, thank you for tapping in. Sandra, I think it was Sandra that gave me some information on a great television show to watch. Let me make sure that was Sandra, because so many people DM me, and yep, that was Sandra Douglas. Thank you. That the Residence on Netflix is actually pretty good, and I'm gonna definitely bring back a recap just to introduce people, to the Residence if they haven't seen it yet. So thank you for that Ruthless recommendation. I definitely appreciate that. Lily Rose, once again, thank you for tapping in. Absolutely appreciate it. I definitely as well missed the original cast. And Daikon. Let's see, the show is so strange. The show is so strange without the real Daikon. I hope he will do an appearance as a ghost, like a birth mother. That would be dope. Any sighting of Daikon will be all things amazing. That's all I can say. Anytime we can say anything about Daikon, get him on the screen on Ruthless, that would be definitely amazing. Listen, Karima, listen. If I had the time, I would definitely talk about Beyond the Gates. I started talking about it, but because there's so many episodes per day, and my other life schedule doesn't allow me to be able to sit at that time or sit and just watch it. I can't recap. But Monique 69 Ways, she does a great recap on Beyond the Gates. She's one of the people that I know on YouTube that does Beyond the Gates. So Lily Rose says she's a researcher of cults in real life. People love researching cults, and Paradise is definitely another good one. I finally got the opportunity to watch that. For those of you who haven't seen Paradise, I know VKJ does a great recap. Or they did a great recap. It was like a group of them that did a weekly recap of Paradise. So VKJ, Monique 69 Ways was a part of that as well. But yeah, I got you, Karima. I got you. So yeah, researching occults, interested. When I grew up watching Jim Jones, or watching the movie Jim Jones, hearing about a lot of different cults, and some of them scary, some of them, I was interested a little bit, but then I was like, I don't know how much more I want to learn about the supernatural and the people that just don't have regards to taking people's lives. So, but I'll still talk about Ruthless all day long. She's Lily Rose says, I'm interested in how much the cult of Nature Boy played into the last 2 seasons. They definitely, listen, it was so funny, and I know I was about to get up out of here, but I will say it's so funny that but it's so interesting that when Tyler Perry started talking about cults, with this whole show Ruthless, Tyler Perry, Eligio Bishop, his story started becoming more and more popular, and then he ended up getting locked up. They ended up locking him up during the time of Ruthless being, coming to the screen. I don't know how to explain it, but even with sex trafficking, it's almost as if Tyler Perry's kind of revealing some truths about some people. I don't know if he knows that he's doing it on purpose, or if it just happened to be a storyline that he felt like talking about. I don't know, but I'm familiar with Eligio. I don't know if it was, I know that in the first episode, or in the episode when Desiree talks about the cult, she does mention Jim Jones, and some other cults. It wasn't Eligio and Nature Boy. It wasn't that little crew, but it was definitely Jim Jones and some of the older cults. So, but the way Elijah Bishop acts and the way that the highest acts is very, very similar. Very, very similar. Very, very similar. So, Cosmic Kai, you think it's help? I think it's helping. I think he contributed, opened up some eyes to some people, some government officials, so they can see, hey, this stuff is really existing out here. But anyway, you guys, as always, because you know I will talk all night long. But this has been fun. I do appreciate y'all for tapping in, tuning in, kicking it with your girl right here at All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. If you're new to the channel, finding your girl for the first time, please hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification bell so that you can be reminded of any new Ruthless content. You got to tap it and set it for all notifications, okay? All right, y'all. We're about to be out of here. Last but not least, happy birthday one more time to Zephaniah Terry, who portrayed William on Ruthless, and happy birthday to Lenny Thomas, aka Daikon. So I'm gonna play this video one last time, y'all, and then we're gonna be up out of here. Y'all have an amazing night, and definitely.
What's poppin', y'all? I'm Zephaniah Terry. I play the character of Devon on the new series Sex Mobile. You can find it on Tubi.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my, all good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know.